Hi, it's Cassie, and I'm going to make a really fun project using the Crossover 2. I'm making earrings today, okay? I've been wanting to get into jewelry so much recently, and I found that they have some really awesome tools, so we're going to make the other half of this earring. Look at how fun this is. Just really quick, I'm going to show you the other pair of earrings that I made. Look at these! These are all fabric, so I've got like this is it was a chevron pattern. Oops, sorry, chevron pattern that I just took a piece of it. It's got like a mustard and an ivory color, and then I've got burlap, and then I have like a mustard leather type there, and I just have hooks, you know, hooks on the end there, and these are super light. I mean, you wouldn't even feel yourself wearing them, and look at how cute they are. I really love these. I'm gonna have pictures of them at the end of the video, and I'll show you both of them. But I could just stand here and make earrings all day long, and necklaces and whatever you want. Okay, so I've just got one set of their jewelry dies and some of the other things, and I'm going to show you all the tools, and we're going to make the other earring and show you how to do all this. Okay, so first, if you haven't seen the Crossover 2 before, it's a really awesome, powerful machine. It's nice and compact for storage. So this is the side, okay? And I have another video of sort of an unboxing and a demo of how to use it, so you can check that out on my YouTube channel. And so this one I'm really just going to be focusing on making this jewelry, okay? So first I want to show you, so let me get my plates out first. So this system has 3 plates that you use for just about everything you do. Okay, and then the jewelry pieces I'm using from the Maker's Movement. So we've got this is the Mandorla die set, and there are 4 sizes of this shape. It's like a teardrop but with a pointy bottom. And then this kind of goes with it. It's the same shape, but they're 3 different sizes. And this is the Emmeline. This is also from Maker's Movement, and this is what we're using to make this awesome earring. Okay, and then we have, let's see, they also have these hole punch, metal hole punchers. Okay, these are awesome. I use them with the fabric too. They work great. All right, and then we will be using this leather pack. This is gunmetal. So there's 2 sheets in each pack, and look at this gunmetal. I'm just gonna, hold on. I want to hold this one up. Can you see? It's kind of, it's hard to tell, but it's got like an iridescent, little bit like a holographic almost sheen on top of it. It's super, super gorgeous, and I'm really excited to use this and show you how to play with it. And then I also have, last 2 things from the Maker's Movement, they have jewelry findings. So they have them in silver, gold, and gunmetal. I've got silver here today. They've got the jump rings, all different sizes. I'm not going to open them all, but you can see through here. I mean, I'll open the little ones so you can see. Look at how tiny. Can you see how tiny? Really super tiny, all the way up to pretty big, okay? And lots of them in each one. So you can make tons of jewelry out of this. And then they also have the awesome hooks there for the earrings, okay? So that's what we're going to be using today. So let's get started and make this earring. I'm so excited. While I was making this, I thought of the burlap one with the mustard, and I was like, oh, I have to try that one real quick. I just really love when you can mix a lot of different fibers and fabrics. You could even do paper. You could put feathers, fringe. I mean, really, truly anything. Okay, so for this particular earring, I use this this die. It's right here on the set. It's the second from the largest. Okay, so that was the die I'm using. So let's get our sandwich going. So since this is not really an intricate die, it's going to go on the base surface, or the base plate, I mean, and then the metal die will sit on top of it, okay? And then we're going to put the leather face down. So I'll put this guy on this side. Okay, we'll put the leather face down, and then it's going to cut up into it, okay? Then we've got our metal plate so that it's cutting into the metal, and then the top plate. Now I have this set to 2, okay? So we're going to run this through 1 layer set to 2 with this awesome jewelry die, okay? And you could do more than 1 layer if you needed to. we're just making one earring now. But if I was going to make both earrings at once, I definitely would just fold this over and cut two at the same time. This is a symmetrical piece, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's double check that. Whoops. Yeah, looks symmetrical to me. So you would be able to just fold this over and you could cut two at once, and then you run it through one time and you've got your whole pair of earrings already. Okay, so that's super awesome. All right, so let's put everything aside now. We don't need this machine again because really that's the only cutting we have to do. So I'm gonna put this aside so I've got my table space, and look at how easily this just goes up. And then if you haven't seen the other video, I encourage you to go watch that because I explain all of the mechanics of this. But look at that, that folds up too, so then I can just put this aside nice and easily and it's out of the way, and now I can keep working, and that was super fast. Okay, so we've got these pieces here. I'm going to get out the piece that I need to finish this. Actually, well, yeah, I'm here, so that's fine. So I'll show you too really quick the three different sizes since I'm in here. There's a large, a medium, and a small. I think we're using the large actually, now that I'm looking at it. I thought it was the medium, but it is the large. So these are the three different sizes. All right, and they all have the same pattern. You could also, if you have like alcohol ink or even acrylic paint or whatever, you could color these if you wanted to make them a different color. That would be really pretty. Okay, so we've got that. So now to make these stripes, I'm going to use a product that isn't part of the Maker's Movement, but I couldn't resist adding these really cool stripes. Let me just show you again up close. Really fun, and I think it helps to finish this earring off. So I've just got my leather piece there, and I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper so I don't get it all over my table. And then I've got some black modeling paste. Okay, if you've never used anything like this before, modeling paste is a little bit thicker than paint. I'm going to show you real quick kind of how it looks. This is from the Crafter's Workshop, so you can see it's pretty thick, right? It holds on the palette knife pretty well. It's a little thicker than pudding, I would say. Okay, and so we just really need a little bit on the end of our palette knife here. Okay, and then I also forgot I need my stencil. So this stencil's kind of crazy. It's got a ton of lines, crazy stuff going on, but I really found this one little spot right here that I like a lot, and I want to so that's what I did here. But I really want to flip it so that it's the opposite way on the other ear. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip my stencil over, no big deal. This has washi tape on it because I wanted to protect that area so I didn't go over the space that I want to have this paste going through. Okay, if that makes sense. You'll see in a minute, it'll make more sense. So then I'm just going to line up my stencil with where I want to put it on this piece of leather. It's leatherette really, I think, too. Oops, I want this stuff too. I want these lines and these lines, okay? And I just want it to be kind of on the edge. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. So I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm going to get a little bit of my modeling paste. Now, like I said before, you could paint with just regular paint. The reason I'm using modeling paste for this instead of just like an acrylic paint or something like that is because modeling paste is a little thicker and it's got a little bit more dimension, so this is going to stand out a little bit more. Okay, paint would just be flat on the surface, and this raises it up just a little bit. Okay, so here I'm going to clean off the edge because we got a little bit on the edge, and I want it to be nice and clean. And there, look at how cool that is. We just did that in like, what, 5-10 seconds. Whoops. Here we go. Okay, now we do have to let it dry. It just takes a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to clean off this stencil really quick and put my modeling paste away so I can use it another time later. And then we'll start to get our findings together and get holes in this so that we can put it all together. Okay, so just to clean my stencil, if you are going to try to use stencils and some modeling paste or something like that, stencils are available. Oh my goodness, so many companies sell them. This is also from the Crafters Workshop. They have thousands of stencils. But again, there are tons of companies that have them. You just go find something you like. Okay, probably your local craft store has some. You can definitely order online wherever you order your craft supplies. And lots, I'm making a mess here. Lots of different companies make them, so no big deal. Okay, so cleaning up my mess. Okay, good. I usually have a mat down here, but I don't today. All right, so we're done with our stencil. Now this has to just dry for a minute. I am going to start getting my findings out, okay, while this is drying, and getting everything ready. So this is pretty much it. We put a little bit of pattern on the bottom of that leather, and then we, after we cut it out, of course, and then we've got our metal piece, and we're going to put a hole in this and stick it together, and then we're done. And how easy is that? And think about this. You wear these earrings, you're not even going to feel them. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be so, so light. So now we're just going to, so if you've never used a jump ring before, jump rings are awesome because they hold all your layers together, okay? So you have one jump ring and it has just one spot where you can pull it apart and put things together. So you never want to pull it apart out, okay? Because you'll never quite get it back the way it needs to be. You just get two pair of pliers and you go away from each other like this, okay? So then if you can see here, it's kind of open going this way and this way, okay? So then I'm going to put, I better do it together. So I put a hole in that leather piece, okay? And then I'm just going to stick these through it, all right? And then I'm going to add my hook so that I can wear the earrings, right? And then I'm going to take my pliers again and just put it back together, okay? Easy breezy. So now we have, let me twist that a little bit. Now we have an awesome pair of earrings in like 5 minutes or less. Okay, look at this. Awesome earrings, and they're super light and they're beautiful, and you could make these stripes pink or yellow or white or whatever. You could use any kind of fabric or leather. You don't have to do the metal. You could, you know, like I said, you could put anything here and make your own earrings at home, not buy them anymore, and there you go. This is the other set that I made. You can see them both. And I did it with everything I've shown you here. We made two really cool sets of earrings. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see a little bit better on the table here. There we go. And that is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed this. There are so many more shapes too. If you go to Makers Movement website, I'll provide you the links for this stuff below the video, but if you go to their site, they have triangles and rectangles and teardrops and like funky ones that you can put, you know, a bunch of like charmy things on the bottom. I don't know. They have tons of stuff, and they have lots of findings. They have lots of tools and really great products. And then they also have more colors of this this faux leather. They have gold and blue and silver and a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, super fun, really great project. Really fun to just make your own set of jewelry, earrings, could be a necklace, whatever, anything to match any outfit you're wearing. So there we go. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and hit the bell so that you don't miss future videos. Thanks so much for watching and for your support. Have a great night.